girl you remember is dead. I'm going to find Minsk and make him pay.
I want you to stop what you're doing right now and give me your full attention, because in just a few minutes I'm going to show you exactly how I went from being a flat-out noob to becoming one of the best players in StarCraft 2. Hi, it's Jisung here, and judging from my somewhat weird accent, you'd think that I'm not from your part of the world. And you're right, I'm from South Korea, where everyone's a gamer and StarCraft 2 is a national sport. And in this video, I'm going to show you precisely how you can copy my results quickly and painlessly so that your account will look just like mine. But before I go any further, a big kudos to you for watching this video. The fact that you're listening to this right now indicates that you are finally ready to play StarCraft 2 like the pros, by the simple fact that you are willing to inform yourself and discover new ways to beat the odds and master the game. You and I both know this. StarCraft 2 is a goddamn competitive esport, and if you have no idea what you're doing, you'll be blindly wasting time and effort just trying to keep up with those who do. If you were around during the StarCraft 1 scene when it boomed into existence, you would know that the highest level of players lived and breathed StarCraft 2. They had knowledge of all the mechanics, dynamics of how to exploit these mechanics, and knew just where and when they needed to be employed. You're going to need to spend endless hours to feel even the slightest bit of progress. You'd think that to get a higher rank, you need to give up on your real life. You'd think that you need to play hours on end with no social obligations or job. You think that you need to be single and have no family or significant other. You think you need to sell your soul to be put in StarCraft 2. And trust me, losing games repeatedly in StarCraft 2 is like starting a fire by rubbing two pieces of wood together. It works, but it will take forever if it isn't done right. I've been there and I know that much. So what if I told you that you can lead a perfectly normal life while being able to compete? That you can take on anything StarCraft 2 and Heart of the Swarm players can possibly throw at you. And when you are done watching this video, you'll be one of the few elite which know steps to maximizing micro and macro to master levels, how to prepare for any build or strategy from any race, whether you're pitted against Terran, Protoss or Zerg at the highest levels of play, using each and every unit at their fullest potential, learning which counters what best, and how to counter all units in return. What can I say? StarCraft 2 is only fun if you're on the winning end of the stick, right? This is why you're watching this video right now. Because right now, you are ready to discover the unfair secrets to playing StarCraft 2. There are two ways to learning anything in life: learning from your mistakes and learning from others' mistakes. And I'm here to show you the path that I've taken. I knew back then that I couldn't get any help from my friends, who were only interested in having fun and not really bothered about winning or losing at a game that they were obviously not passionate about. Eventually, they even stopped inviting me to their LAN parties, as I was looking for results far beyond what they could ever hope of achieving with this sort of attitude. So let me ask you this: if you're ill and unwell, would you rather go to a doctor, someone specialized in diagnosing the source of the problem? And this is what I did. I watched the best of the best pit themselves against each other. I learned from the champions who had achieved everything. I'd taken countless notes and participated in endless discussions on games the champions fought in. My highest priority was always to go to forums and message boards where discussion was rampant and opinions were regarded highly. Heck, you'll never find that kind of healthy debate on the official forums. Meeting people, I chatted with them, I played with and against them, and most important of all, I learned from them. I was brought to a whole new level of gaming, and my quality of play improved. And thanks to what I've learned, it cut down the learning curve by a huge chunk, and I know it was due to me not trying to learn everything on my own. If you're struggling with StarCraft 2 right now, I know exactly how you feel. I've been in the same seat you're in right now. It sucks. Losing game after game after game. Sometimes not being able to identify what you even did wrong. Because I've been in that exact position, I will not keep this knowledge to myself. Secrets of the Swarm is not your run-of-the-mill guide. It is filled with step-by-step tutorials on mastering each unit for every race, secrets to beating each race and all their strategies by revealing tactics used by the Grandmasters of StarCraft 2 themselves. This is basically an all-in-one StarCraft 2 guide for Heart of the Swarm, and believe me when I say this guide will save you tons of frustration and plenty of losses, and will definitely give you a more pleasant experience in multiplayer compared to wasting hours upon hours accumulating game losses without even understanding why defeat was inevitable in the first place. Trust me when I say this, trial and error is not the way to play StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. From my understanding, there are plenty of guys out there which promise you the world and set you up only for disappointment. Most of the snake oil salesmen out there fail to deliver because they have no idea what they're doing. I've personally purchased each and every one of them, and they have next to nothing but filler about stuff that I know like the back of my hand. You want something comprehensive that covers all aspects, or it's a waste of time. Even worse, some of them teach you rubbish like learning how to select units and right-click on the ground to move them. I mean, what is this bullcrap? I've been led around the bush more times than I can count, and I don't want you to be on that trail of a goose chase either. So I'm going to give you the meat of it all right here. I'm going to share with you a few things Secrets of the Swarm is not. Secrets of the Swarm is not a standalone guide. It's an all-in-one, so you won't have to spend another penny on other inferior guides. It does not contain outdated information from the previous editions of the game. There's absolutely zero filler in these modules. It's 100% quality information on offer. It also contains zero hacks, cheats or exploits, so you won't have to worry about getting your account banned. I know you may be skeptical and brush this off. I understand. Remember, I was in your position once, and if you're anything like the thousands of aspiring gamers out there, you don't want to be left behind competing for scraps when you could be up there with the Diamond League players. You can be using the very same techniques the pros are using right now. After all, I'm selling each of these individual modules as a package just now for the low price of $17 only. And to top things off, your purchase is backed by my rock solid, no holds barred 60-day money back guarantee. So here's what I'm prepared to do. I'm going to take all the risk off your hands and put it all in mine by giving you a complete 60-day, 100% money back guarantee. That means you have up to 60 days to try my guide. Use it, make it work, and if for even a small reason you're not fully convinced that this is everything I promised you it would be, you get your money back, no questions asked. I'll actually force you to take your money back and you have an entire 60 days to try this. I don't want your money. I'm serious in what I do and I only want to build my reputation as such. So now, there's only one thing you can do to get your hands on this. Click that sexy add to cart button below this video and take your game to the next level right this instant. Or waste another day getting your ass handed to you in front of the screen. It all comes down to choice, and the choice is yours. And at this point, it's one or the other. At the moment, many of your competitors are using these exact techniques against you. In essence, you have no real choice. You must act fast. So do it now, before this golden opportunity is lost forever. I look forward to reading your emails and success stories. Till then, this is Jisung signing out, and thanks for listening.